Alright, the first thing we need to do, is die. Get rid of our body, so that we can maintain pure white world tendency. We now have pure white world tendency, in that they're, Stonefang Tunnel. So we can do the pure white world tendency event there. And so we will. Pure white world tendency in Stonefang Tunnel means we get to do the Scurver quest. He wants to see the Dragonbone Smasher. Now the question is, what do we want? Level up, grass, or spells? I don't think there's any spell that's like absolute must-have at the moment.
You have your wits about you.
Yeah. No spells we need at the moment.
I can still be.
Grass would be great. We get hit too much to not have to buy grass.
Well, we've long been acquainted. So
if I buy 25 of these, that should hold me over. And I could buy 50 of these. Patches also sells the Fragrant Ring, which slowly restores MP over time. It's a nobleman's ring filled with spice. It slowly recovers MP over time. An extremely rare and delicate piece of handiwork.
nice stuff, eh? Come again then. I'll be awaiting.
So, what we've just done is spent a huge amount of souls on grass. But what this should do is keep us grassed up. Grassed up! So we just lost out on some leveling up. But we should be grassed up. And the next thing that we're going to do, I think, is we can either do 1-2 or we can do 5-1. Either one is fine, I think. We haven't been to the Valley of Defilement yet, so I think we'll do 5-1. Hey man, I just killed my first archdemon. What do you think of that?
You've gone and died, have you? If you die here in Boletaria, your soul will return to this temple. Well, what will you do next? Give up? That's what I did. I think I just lost my nerve for this kind of thing.
Poor Crestfallen. Earlier he told us that the Monumental awoke the Old One and then trapped us here to fix their mistake. And that... Now, we're pretty sure that this time it's King Alant's fault. But maybe last time, you know, it was the Monumental who did it. Seems like it, based off what the Monumental told us. Although I think they kind of danced around the part where they just full on admit, like, yo, that was on us, our bad.
Among them, He for this too? Be a sign.
At some point, she gives you a free, what is essentially a white titanite slab. But it's called something else in this game. The divine upgrade thing. She just gives you one. Pure faint stone. That's it. Pure faint stone. So speaking of the monumental, we've killed some demons. Let's go talk to the monumental and see what they have to say about all this. At some point, they're going to give us the ally ring. The ganker ring. Ugh.
We neutralize the old one and ban the soul arts. Then we spread the archstones, and in order to mend reality, monumentals we became. However, man's memory of history is ever short, and before long he repeated his mistakes. The monumentals perished, and the archstones were long forgotten. And the short-sighted King Alant once again roused the old one. Have you received assistance from the Candle Maiden? She is a prisoner of the Nexus. It is her duty to lull the old one back to its slumber. That is why she helps those who hunt demons. And that is why she has become a demon herself. A soul is the essence with which living things comprehend the world around them. When one loses the soul, one loses the mind, and a land barren of souls is absorbed by fog and banished to the infinite darkness. The old one is a bottomless pit of nothingness, with an insatiable appetite for the souls collected by its faithful demons. The old one's very nature cannot be fathomed by the living.
Someone yesterday asked about like the possible connection between Demon Souls and Bloodborne's world. And like if any two worlds were going to be connected, it would be those two. There was a in the demo for Bloodborne, you could fight Father Gascoigne if you like glitched yourself out of the map, I think is how you did it. And if Father Gascoigne killed you, when he killed you, he said Umbasa. So, and like all of the Bloodborne, the earliest Bloodborne files, if you like dig through the game's files, they're all saved as DS2. So at some point, Bloodborne definitely was sort of planned as being a sequel to Demon Souls. Did it end up being one? Obviously not. Any connection that we can draw between the two is not, it's not canon, but it can still be fun to do it. And the idea that it's a world where the soul arts have been lost, that's a pretty cool idea. And it doesn't like hurt the story of Bloodborne, but like it really doesn't add much to it either. So like even if it was true, it wouldn't really even really be important. But yeah, the old one as like one of the early great ones or something, like that's a fun little idea to kick around. But the real woke take, the bespoke take, is knowing that Deracine and Bloodborne are connected. People that played the game noticed all the characters' names were the names of characters in Bloodborne, and somebody cooked up the theory that Deracine was the fever dream of one of the sick children in the orphanage. And an interviewer asked Miyazaki about it, and he was like, that's actually exactly right. He's like, that is exactly what we had in mind, and we didn't think anybody would like figure that out. We just, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a cute little thing. But it got people talking about like a sequel to Bloodborne, and Miyazaki like had to apologize for that because he was, you know, he's like, it's not really up to us if we make a sequel to Bloodborne. That's up to Sony. But he apologized for putting so many Bloodborne references in Deracine.
The old one's very...
Yeah, they do have like a Tibetan monk sort of vibe to them. I guess the difference is that the monumentals all sort of share one mind now in that last living monumental. So, is there anything else we need to do before we head out? I don't think so. I think we're good. So we are going to head to... we're going to head to the Valley of Defilement, because we haven't been there yet. Ooh. Or maybe we should go ahead... Maybe we should go ahead... We got the iron knuckles to drop off the miners, by the way. It's a fist weapon. They have the shortest reach of all weapon types, but strike quickly. The churlish blacksmiths of Stonefang are fond of these weapons, and can often be found trading blows with one another after a drink too many. They love to duke it out. I guess what we should do, now that we have pure white world tendency, is go ahead and do Scurver so that we can ditch the Dragon Bone Smasher and throw it back in our inventory. So, well, I say that, and then immediately my internet goes real bad. So that's what we'll do when my internet decides it wants to cooperate. That's what we'll do then. Chat, let me restart the stream and see if that helps. You might need to refresh, but it should refresh on its own, but you might need to, so just in case.